Hello and welcome to our first podcast episode of Owl That on Air on WSIN 1590 AM radio. Today we have Liam Welsh from WSIN's very own Kiss Me Through the Radio, as well as SCSUTV's very own Ben Valigorsky. Stay tuned because today we will be discussing everything from Florida Men to new music that is coming out. Later in the show, we will even have an interview and original song from local artist Tess Filippides. But right now, let us introduce ourselves. So let's go counterclockwise. So let's start with you, Liam.
All right. Hi, I'm Liam. I don't know if they can hear me, but I am the promotions manager for WSIN Radio. I have a show that's right after this called Kiss Me Through the Radio. It's always at 6 p.m. on Fridays. That's my plug.
I was on that a couple weeks ago. It was really good.
And I am Ben Valigorsky, the general manager of SCSUTV. And that's all I'm good for.
All right. So yeah, this is our new podcast. It's kind of set up for Owl That. Owl That used to be done in the studio at the DPF. This certain thing that demonetizes YouTube videos came along and kind of ruined that for everyone. So I guess we're doing this now. In the words of an old friend, let's try it out. How has COVID changed how you guys live on campus? Like how schools happen for you guys? Like have you been adjusting to these new classes? Like the sort of online format's been bothering me just a little bit. Like I feel like I'm getting a little lost. What about you guys?
Mine is going good. I don't know. Like I think it's at the beginning of the year it was kind of vague on what was happening, but now that the semester has gone on, it's more clear to see like which of the teachers are actually like trying their hardest to like make sure the students learn and which ones aren't.
Almost my entire college experience up to this point has been online, except for one full semester at community college. And I've had to take like labs and stuff like that, but I've taken a lot of online classes. And I liked it at first. And I kind of decided like, oh, I'm going to do this for my community college and then transfer and get it over with. You know what I mean? Because I find that they can be a lot easier, but there is that like you have to teach yourself, and the teachers are, wholly uninteractive most of the time. And that's what I'm finding this semester. Last semester was okay when we went online, but this semester I have teachers that just don't care. You email them, they'll take days to get back to you. They don't know how to use Blackboard.
I have a lot of trouble just being present in online classes.
Yeah.
Like I used to not go on my phone a lot. And sometimes I find myself distracted by like stuff in my room, my phone. Mm-hmm. And it's just really hard. Ben, so you're now the general manager of SCSU TV. Mm-hmm. How has SCSU TV changed because of COVID? Maybe you could tell our viewers a little bit about that.
We can't have as many people in the room, of course. We have to all be wearing masks. We have to sanitize all the equipment, everything in the room after someone touches it. In general, be more careful. We can't do Owl That. DPF stuff is limited. We are still going to do new shows starting next week. So that's great. But yeah, in general, it's a lot more hands-off in a way. Just doing things virtually and letting people do their like hours off campus and not in the office if they can and they're willing to. And we're still going to be creating nice content, so that's all that matters. It's just a little bit different, but I feel like we're adapting pretty well.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we got a lot of new members too, because we have Alondra, who's helping us with the cameras here too. We have so many people helping us, and I was worried that it was just going to be kind of a bust, but it's actually a really good community still. But yeah, no, I feel like we're on a roll here, and I think this new format's gonna do a lot. Well, speaking of being on good track, there is one state that is not, and I think you guys can guess which state that would be.
California?
No, think south.
Texas?
No.
Could it be Florida?
It is Florida. Wow. One of the new things I want to do on Owl That is this game I came up with over the summer called the Florida Man Challenge. And in it, it's going to be either me versus the person who is the guest, or this episode will be guest versus guest. I picked 3 stories. A few are real and a few are fake. You guys have to guess which ones are real and which ones are fake. These are taken from r/Florida Man, the real ones, and then one of them is made up on my own. Florida man's shirtless belly prompts police response.
It seems silly, but like...
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Exactly, you don't doubt it. Number 1 is Florida. Number 2, I don't need to get into police politics. I don't know, I'm going to say Real.
I'll say true.
This is real. This is a real story.
Figure.
Let me read this if it loads.
Did he have like a hate symbol on his like stomach or something?
I mean, I feel like his stomach was the hate symbol. It was just that disgusting.
Gross.
No, this is from Treasure Coast newspapers. Off the beat, dancing shirtless on tables hits sour note in Vero Beach, Indian River County. A man accused of dancing shirtless on tables in front of a Wawa. I guess that's
Wawa?
a restaurant. A Wawa.
That's a gas station.
Convenience store.
Oh, it's a gas station?
Yeah.
I've never been to Florida.
Like,
He went in front of a Wawa and got to shake his booty. And this is the words of the article. Got to shake his booty in a more confined setting. Indian River County Jail. Second story. Florida man attempts to sue drug dealer for selling him fake marijuana, which turned out to be broccoli. Like ground up broccoli.
That sounds fake.
Really?
I'm calling fake.
I'll
That
call
was-
real.
Really?
All right.
Who said real?
You said
I said real.
Ben, why do you think real?
I swear to God, I've heard that. It might have been a joke, but
This is fake,
okay.
actually. So Liam's ahead.
I knew it.
I saw this is based off of this meme. Somebody, I don't know if it was a real thing. Somebody posted like a picture of, oh, yo, I just got a bunch of weed. It's just broccoli.
I think that Florida people know what their marijuana looks like.
Yeah.
So if they instantly
that's
saw
true.
it, they have like Superman reflexes and it was like, this is not what I asked for.
I feel like Florida is a different drug. Starts with another drug that starts with an M. Meth. Florida, I don't know. Is Florida known for drug use? I feel like it
Yes.
is.
Oh, well, that, I don't know.
Next or final one. Florida man turns himself in for killing imaginary friend.
Oh, no, real, I've heard this one.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
You have?
I feel like I've heard all of these.
Gosh darn it. I need to dig
Real,
deeper
baby.
next time. Yeah, this is real.
I know more about Florida people.
It's an accomplishment.
I guess so. That's like considered a crime in like Foster's home, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
maybe it was like Mac and he killed Blue or something.
Yeah.
He just like went on a rampage. Something clicked.
Anyways, Jeff Gaylord, 37, entered Jacksonville Sheriff's Office earlier today and turned himself in for killing his imaginary friend, Mr. Happy. Gaylord told officers he had stabbed Mr. Happy repeatedly with a broken kitchen knife, cut up the body with a hatchet. I'm sorry I'm laughing. This is so
That's a
absurd.
death.
No one
And
died.
buried
That's a
the
death.
victim in his backyard. I promise I'm not a sadist. You know what's sad about this? He was probably going through a lot mentally too. He's probably...
Yeah, with a last name like that, I would be too.
Did you ever have imaginary friends when you were little?
Yeah, I did when I was like 3.
Really?
What were their names?
I never understood that at all.
I had an imaginary friend too. I think her name was Samantha or
You could, like,
something. I
actually
was
see,
really
like,
young. I don't remember.
Something.
No, I don't like see something. You just like pretend. Like I pretended that I had like this like dragon that was made out of bacon. So like 3. I was like thinking of stuff I liked. I don't know. It was cool.
Either like hard drugs were involved, or just like I have no idea. I have no idea how this could be real. This
What's the site called? Where'd it come from? The headline.
What's the onion? I'll laugh.
Yeah.
it's just kidding. No, it's 98 Rock. I also got it from Reddit too. I don't know.
Oh, trust Reddit.
Nope.
Oh, here we go. Fact check. I thought this was real.
It's fake.
It's fake.
I guess we were all wrong. I guess we all
I'll
lost.
lose.
I guess that's weird. I thought I fact checked this too, and I apologize for not. All right, so we were talking about wild animals earlier. Have you guys ever had a strange encounter with a wild animal?
Yes and yes.
Go.
Explain.
Had a lot of encounters with bears, especially this year for whatever reason. But around where I live, it's kind of woodsy, and bears are just running around my yard. I was on my bike, and I was going pretty slow, and I looked to my left. I'm in like the middle of the road because there's no cars, and like so imagine just one lane. To the left on the edge of the road is a bear. We stare at each other, and he doubles back and starts running.
Dang.
Thank God for that, because normally they don't want to attack you, but
Yeah.
there was a couple in trees near my house. Got some good pictures.
Where do you live, Canada?
No, I like Connecticut, but
I actually really do like Connecticut
I
too.
like Canada and everything like that. Even more woodsy.
All I've done is fight raccoons. That's like all I've done.
Legitimate. Who here likes local music?
I like local music.
Sure.
I love local
Good.
music.
Better support local artists.
Do you have any favorite local bands?
Nope.
How can you support local artists if you don't know any local bands?
I don't know. We're playing
step their game
on Kiss Me Through the Radio. We're playing a local artist. So if you want to stay tuned at around 7:00, we're going to be playing one of the local artists. I won't tell you who it is yet. You just got to listen.
Ooh, it's a surprise.
He told them they got to step up the game. There's not a lot of faces that are showing being prominent.
I mean, I would have gone to a lot more shows this year. I went to shows last semester.
That's what I'm saying.
I missed the concert experience.
How am I supposed to go to
concerts
shows?
did you miss out on because of COVID?
Oh no. The Garden in George Clanton at the Space Ballroom.
Boom.
#1.
Oh, George Clinton from Funkadelic?
No.
But no, earlier this week I sat down with a local artist. Her name is Tess Filippides, and she is a singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, stage actor, and drag performer from Connecticut. I got the chance to sit down with her last week. We discussed her music and her influences, and she has an original song to share with us. So awesome. If you all want to take a listen, we're going to play her interview that I did last week now. This is Jonathan Myers with WSIN 1590 AM radio with Owl That on Air. Hello, my name is Jonathan Myers with SCSUTV, and I'm here with a local musical artist, Tess Filippides. Mm-hmm. So Tess, what instruments do you play?
I play baritone ukulele, concert ukulele, piano, guitar. I also play a baritone, but that's like for school. I don't really do that. My favorite instrument to play is probably a tie between piano and the baritone ukulele. They're my favorite instruments to play because I feel like I'm the best at playing them, so it comes more naturally and I don't have to think about it as much.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Some of my musical influences are Freddie Mercury, definitely. He's my favorite of all time. David Bowie, Elton John, Lana Del Rey, Marina and the Diamonds.
I'm a big fan of David Bowie and Queen. What's your favorite Queen song, and what's your favorite David Bowie song?
My favorite Queen song would probably be I Want to Break Free. I don't know if it's the best, but I feel like it's just like I claimed it. And then my favorite David Bowie song might be Life on Mars.
Oh, Life on Mars is one of my favorites as well. You've probably performed on stage many times, right?
Yeah, I've performed on stage for like school and stuff and like open mics a few times.
What is your biggest on-stage mishap?
This doesn't, I don't know if this counts because it happened way back in 6th grade.
Oh, it counts.
Okay, so for my school play, we did Annie, and all the times that we did it with like a paying audience, it went fine, but then we did it for the school, and I remember that I was one of like the orphans that had like a name, so that meant that I was on stage first, and I didn't have time to put my stuff backstage, so I told one of my friends to do it, and they didn't do it, so I didn't have all my other costumes, and I was in like 6th grade, so I just started crying because I didn't have my costumes, and I missed one of my cues, and then I was already in costume for my 3rd cue, so I was like, I guess I'll just go on stage, but I was still crying, and we were singing You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, but I was like fully crying.
Yes, you've done acting on stage, you said, though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part that you've played?
One of my favorite parts was I was in 8th grade and we did The Little Mermaid, and I was Ursula, and that was really fun because I got to be like really expressive. My sister did like drag makeup for me, which was the first time I did that. But now that like I started high school theater, it's a little bit more like well done, so I enjoyed that better generally. And I think my favorite part that I played there was we did this play called Greek Mythology Olympiaganza, which is like a really condensed history and like parody of Greek mythology. And I had a few parts in that, and one of them was Athena, and she was just like really tough and evil, and I got to hiss at someone. I thought it was really fun.
So you are somewhat into drag, you said, right?
Yeah.
So I know you've done drag makeup before. Like, when did you start doing it?
Okay, so back in like June, I did a drag makeup like inspired look. I didn't have any Elmer's glue, so I couldn't glue down my eyebrows, so it was like inspired. And then I really enjoyed it, and I started watching Drag Race and like following local drag queens and stuff like that. And then back in like the end of July and the beginning of August, which was only like 2 months ago, I started practicing like real drag makeup looks, like gluing down the eyebrows, big fake eyelashes, all that kind of stuff. And I started making TikToks doing my like drag transformations in August. And then the first time that like I performed in drag was the LGBT open mic I did like a week ago, and I just did a few songs, but I was in drag, and I really like it. I like drawing, and it kind of has the same effect where it's like calming, and it's really nice to like look at, and you get to like watch the blending and the shading and all that, and it's a really cool way to express yourself.
Do you have a favorite drag queen?
My favorite drag queen is Katya Zamolotchkova. She's
Oh my gosh, my friend loves that
favorite of
one.
all time. Oh, I love her.
Is she the one? She's the one who does the fake Russian accent, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes, my best friend Nadia. She shows me stuff by her all the time.
I do that with my friends.
Since I asked you your mishap on stage, what do you think your best moment on stage was? I know you mentioned Ursula. That was a lot of fun. So like, what was your best, like your top of your game, number one moment on stage?
My best moment on stage, probably a tie between two moments again. One of them was the first time that I sang an original song on stage. It was for my talent show in my sophomore year of high school. It was the first time I ever like performed an original song for other people. And I didn't win, but everyone cheered, so it was really cool to me. And also, back when I played Athena in Greek mythology, the hiss thing, it was like improvised, and everyone laughed, and I was like, I'm so funny, this is so cool.
What message would you give to others trying to start making music or doing drama or doing drag even?
My message would be to not worry about not only what other people think about it, but if other people will even see it. I only have like a little bit more than 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I don't really focus on who's going to watch it because I know that not that many people are going to watch it, and I'll probably never go viral or anything like that. But I find that just making videos, doing drag, and doing all that stuff anyways is just such a nice creative outlet that you shouldn't you're going to be the one holding yourself back. And if you let yourself do it, no matter what, the response is, you'll end up being more happy because you've done it and now you're expressing yourself freely. You can find my music on YouTube. My YouTube is Talia Shea, TAHLIASHAYE. I do a lot of covers and some original songs, and I think I have a few songs on SoundCloud, but at some point I'm gonna have to like reorganize that and add all of my more recent songs from like the past year. But when I do that, it'll also be TAHLIASHAYE.
Oh, we're excited to hear. And now, speaking of hearing, now Tess will be sharing one of her original songs called That Will Do. Take it away, Tess.
it's the best you'll feel. For a while, your friends don't notice that you seem down, but they're good to distract you from yourself. So find the good that you can, make the best of it, and that will do for now. You don't have to be great to make me proud. You're lying when you say that you're okay, but at least you got it through today. That will do. And you ask yourself if you're good enough, searching for some needed love, but I'm right here. I've been here this whole time, and that will do for now. You don't have to be great to make me proud. You're lying when you say that you're okay, but at least you got it through today. That will do for now. You learn to laugh when no one's around. You pick yourself up off the ground. That's just you. That will do. That was That Will Do by me. I wrote it about a year ago, and you can find the original recording and a bunch more at my YouTube channel, which is once again TAHLIASHAYE, Talia Shea. Thank you so much for watching.
That was really good.
Yeah, good one.
That was very. I like the sparseness of it. I really like the sound of the ukulele. It's just like in the little bit of echo she added on her voice, it just sounded really intimate and really good. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you if you're listening. I don't know. What did you think of it, Liam?
I thought it was really good. I like the I like kind of how it sounded like this. I don't know if this was intentional, but it sounded like it was kind of like in an open room. So the ukulele kind of made the made it more even more acoustic than it already was. Made it more dreamlike. Yeah, no, that was really good. I can see like her influences, like a little bit of Bowie with kind of like the lyrics in a way.
No, I definitely agree. Nice, like a lo-fi bedroom pop but not pop song.
That about does it for our show tonight. Anything you guys want to add? Liam, don't you want to say anything about your show that's coming up in a few minutes?
Yeah, Kiss Me Through the Radio every Friday at 6 p.m. About to happen. So if you like what you hear, keep listening. If you don't like what you hear, keep listening. Yeah, there's no like theme, there's no genre. It's just two guys talking about whatever we want, as long as it's FCC appropriate.
We love FCC appropriateness. I'm surprised that nothing has slipped through my mouth because I have a sailor mouth. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to the first episode, the first non-musical episode of Owl That on Air on WSIN 1590 AM radio. Next week, we have another guest, Ian Gilbert of SCSUTV, discussing stuff such as Florida men and bad creepypastas. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Otherwise, everyone stay safe, stay indoors, don't lick any doorknobs, and have a wonderful day.